new code, or anything that qualifies, as far as I'm concerned, as NLP. And let me ask you this. If calibration is the mother of all skill sets, what is its counterpart, insofar as there is one, in medicine? Do you see a lot of calibration happening in medicine? No, not much. Every once in a while, you get a really fine physician. And that physician, I just met a person who was sent here by one such physician, a man named Steve Bierman in the United States, who I have coordinated and collaborated with a number of times. He understands. What is the answer to my question? What is the counterpart? What comes the closest in its functionality and its utility for a standard medical practice to what we refer to as the mother of skill sets in NLP, which is calibration itself? Anybody want to take a shot at that? Statistics, yes. And could you represent a little more what kind of statistics are we talking about here? What? Response and the diagnostic categories. That is, what has happened in medicine, and this is not true everywhere in the world, but is certainly true in the New World, and I think to a large extent in many parts of Europe. Instead of training physicians, men and women who operate in that context, in the ability to calibrate in the same way we talk about calibration, that is, you see a breathing change, you see a skin tone change, you see, you hear the sound of a different rhythm suddenly enter the voice quality of the person you're working with. And all of these are signals of state changes. That person is undergoing state changes. And that's the single most important thing for you to be able to recognize and make use of as a practitioner of neurolinguistic programming, the patterns themselves. And that's exactly what was going on. So I did have, you notice how I, quote, made a mistake. The mistake was I calibrated 6 different states that I thought that Antigone had gone into during that period of time when she was making those requests and waiting for responses. And it turned out there were 3 repeated twice. It's not a bad mistake to make. If you can calibrate to that degree,